I'm Captain Sal Suarez, Supervisor of Salvage and Diving. I work for Commander of Naval Sea Systems Command. We're responding for the Army Corps of Engineers for the Federal Channel clearance. We're also performing overall salvage oversight across 3 lines of effort for the Unified Command. Under the Supervisor of Salvage and Diving, we have worldwide salvage contracts that we can utilize on an emergency basis. For this response, we've utilized our East Coast salvage contract for our contractor to respond with material, equipment, and personnel. There are other salvors responding for the vessel as well as outside the channel. These contracted companies have divers actively engaged in diving operations inside the federal channel for the ship response as well as outside the federal channel. There are currently no active duty Navy divers engaged in diving operations. Because of these murky and dark conditions, that's why we use the Coda Octopus system, which is a 3D volumetric sonar and LiDAR system to help give some situational awareness on exactly what the divers are seeing on the bottom. This is helping them guide to specific truss pieces and wreckage on the bottom to do their lift assessments to further salvage operations in the future. Despite this information, it still takes a while for the divers to acclimate when they get on the bottom to exactly where they need to be to continue these salvage assessments.
A couple inches beyond my fingertips.
Alright, so you can't get to the bottom. So how much do you have exposed from the mud line to the top of the gusset plate?
Stand by, I'll grab the...
Because of these murky and dark conditions, and despite the CODA footage that we're using to help further the salvage assessments on the bottom, it still takes time. You're limited by how much time you can spend on the bottom depending on the depth for each diver, and you're also limited by the safety factor. This is wreckage in all sorts of shapes and sizes, and it's dangerous. No matter how much oversight we can provide, it's still dangerous to the diver on the bottom. I'd like to reiterate that we're doing everything we can to move as fast as possible, but as safe as possible. Navy Supervisor of Salvage and Diving is integrated with the Unified Command, working with local, state, and federal authorities to accomplish this mission.